Once again, live and exclusive on VIPBoxing.tv for 3-minute rounds of boxing in the welterweight division for our final contest of the evening. Thank you for staying with us for the duration of tonight's card. We hope you agree it's been fantastic. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the black shorts trimmed with yellow. At the weight he's scaled 10 stone 3 pounds. Tonight is his third professional appearance, presenting from Telford, Shropshire, Dean Jones. And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the black shorts trimmed with the red spangled effects. At the weight he scaled 10 stone 6 pounds 6 ounces. From 4 contests, he has 4 wins. Presenting from Lee, the undefeated Adam Ridge. Timekeeper the bell is Gary Grennan from Burnley. Referee in charge of the action, John Latham from Barry. 4 3-minute rounds.
Right, lads, you'll expect from you both, you obey me instructions at all times. When I tell you break, you both break clean, defend yourselves at all times, and the best luck to you both. Touch gloves. Well done, lads.
Slight amendment, can't read my own right, in 10 stone 1 pound 6 ounces for Adam Ridge. Thank you. 4 3-minute rounds.
Big night this for Adam Ridge. Joining us on commentary, Jay Whistle. And you followed the career of Adam closely so far, haven't you? And he's really developed nice as a professional so far.
He's coming on really well. He's looking better in each fight, and hopefully he's going to make it 5-0 tonight. He's been doing brilliant work with Damian Jones and everyone at Ashley VIP, and hopefully it'll show tonight.
But don't forget, tonight we're live on VIPBoxing.tv, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch and Periscope. With multiple platforms you can tune in and watch us. Hashtag VIPBoxing Live on Twitter. And YouTube.
So Adam Ridge gets underway for his third fight of the year. He's beat Christian late in February, had a win over Liam Richards in June, and now he'll be hoping to go 3-0 for the year. It's Dean Jones' second fight of the year, 2 defeats on over 4 rounds, one to Tess Aspergis and Jack O'Keefe. That one was in September. We're actually in September now, aren't we? I just realised.
Been a good start this from Adam Ridge. He's been at the venue for a long, long time. He watched his gym mate Andrew Fleming earlier on. He boxed at 7 o'clock. We're getting on. It's been a long time since then, but he's settled in nicely. Using that jab, picking his shots well. Good opponent, Dean Jones, though. You know, landing a body shot of his own, but Ridge comes back with the sharper work. Nice work behind the jab again.
And with Ridge being only 22 years of age, he's got all the time in the world to learn and develop as a pro.
He's at that perfect age where you can still learn very quickly and obviously evolve as he gets older.
Yeah, and we said it earlier when Andrew was boxing, didn't we? But you know, a lot of these guys have come through the amateurs together, turned over together. And you can tell there's a huge hunger in the gym to be the top dog. You know, they're all pushing each other on, improving each other, and Adam will want to be top of that tree.
They've got a bet on at the gym at the moment. The person who gets the first stoppage gets a cash prize, so I'm hoping Adam may hoping himself that he'll get the cash prize with a stoppage tonight, but we'll see.
Yeah, Kyle Lamotte was close last time out, wasn't he?
Very close.
I bet there was a few sweaty palms in the gym.
I should say it's a nice incentive to offer someone money. They get money to fight, get money on top for the knockout as well. I would suggest doing a bonus scheme like that for all fights, but Steve Wood will be storming ringside, getting me off the microphone.
A nice right hand from Ridge, just set this attack up, and I think he sensed it hurt Jones a bit. The referee's having a look at this. This might be that first stoppage, if Ridge can put a good combination together. No, he's landing that right hand at will. 10 seconds of the round left to go.
Yeah, Latham's having a good look, isn't he? Jones has done the right thing by trying to just keep his hands up and defend himself as best he can. And that's an example of what you do when the referee's taking a close look. You defend yourself and don't try firing back too much.
Yeah, and you couldn't see the face of John Latham then on the TV screen, but he gave a bit of a sigh, and I think a few seconds later, and that would have been the stoppage. I think he heard you then, Jay. Adam, and he went all out to get that stoppage. He's very, very close to it. Another 10 seconds and he would have got it. There's no doubt about that. The referee was having a real close look at it.
sensational stuff to end the round. It's a shame the timing, but
You can see that Ridge carries power though, can't you? You know, he set that off with a straight right hand, you know, and jumped straight on top of him. Ridge just getting a little warning there from John Latham. I'm not sure what for.
Yeah, we'll try and clear that up with John after the fight, see what that was about. Maybe he spotted something during that last attack, a little minor infringement in the heat of the moment.
And Ridge just wants to test, see if Jones has fully recovered from that now. Using that jab nice. It's a nice stiff jab, isn't it, that he throws? A lot of power behind it.
Yeah, I should say it's a good stiff jab. He's using it to try and set up the right hand. He had success with the right hand in the previous round, so he might just try and work on that again and see if he can get himself that nice little cash bonus.
It's clearly something they work on in the gym, that stiff jab, is to set up the attacks. Andrew Fleming did it nicely before, you know. Kyle Lamotte's another one that does it well. The jab sets off everything for these guys. The first shot every time is the stiff jab.
And a look of concentration on the face of Ridge as well as he tries putting his punches together. Although he just took a right hand there himself, so he has to watch out for that.
Yeah, he knows he can hurt Dean Jones now as well, but he's not loading up, which is good. He's just picking his shots nicely. That's how he had success in the first round.
Speaking of Steve Wood, he sat to the right of me here. He must have heard about my bonus scheme and has come down to inject some sense into proceedings.
He's staring at you now,
Yeah,
giving you the eyes.
I'm not looking to the right. I'll just look straight ahead.
Look straight ahead and run when this fight finishes.
Yeah, I'll head straight to the tram and try and avoid the situation that happened last time on the tram, which I won't go into.
Yeah, please don't.
Ridge is really picking his shots nicely. I think, considering he's only 22, he's very mature with his performances. Most fighters of his age would rush when he sees the opportunity to get a stoppage, but he's been patient and he's going to hopefully work another opportunity like that later down the fight.
Yeah, as you say, you forget what you like when you're 22 and you've got a rush of blood to the head. As you said, Ridge has looked quite mature. He had a good finish to the previous round, but he's not gone too. He's not going to rampage at the start of this round or anything like that.
Definitely.
He throws a lovely combination as well off the jab, the right uppercut and then the left hook to either the body or the head. That seems to be having a lot of success. You can see from his frame though, he's a stocky guy, he's got a lot of power in both arms, you can see that. He's just trying to draw something from Jones here, isn't he? Dropping his hands, waving him on a little bit, waiting for the opening to come.
And to be fair, Jones has stayed tight this round. Obviously, he had a bit of trouble at the end of the last round, but he tried to keep it tight, keep himself in the fight.
Yeah, I think that flurry that Ridge had towards the end of the first has just put Jones back in his cage a little bit. He doesn't want to take any risks anymore, so you know the power that Ridge possesses.
Nice yellow fur lining on Jones's shorts. Obviously, Big Bird had to be sacrificed to make those, but they look fairly decent.
Yeah, lovely work to finish the round yet again from Ridge, and that's two in the bag certainly. He looks very comfortable in there, doesn't he, Jay?
Yeah, he looks absolutely solid tonight. He'll be happy with his performance so far and hopefully can continue building on it, but no complaints from him or his coaching team.
As you say, third round coming up, so it'll be more of the same, I imagine, in the next round.
Absolutely.
I mean, we say these 4 rounders are, they're difficult if you lose a round, but for Ridge now, he's got the first 2 under his belt. He can start to try a few things now, can't he? Start to experiment in there, try a few different combinations and see what happens with it.
Yeah, as we were saying before with John Pegg, the 4-round fights, if you suffer a flash knockdown or lose a round, you can be chasing your own tail. So in some ways, a 4-round fight, you need that even more discipline to negotiate that distance.
Round 3 or 4 and more the same from Ridge. He judges the distance very well, doesn't he? All the guys from the VIP Athlete Gym do. They're in and out with quick feet, and that's how they can drop their hands. They've got quick reactions and good foot movement. You see all the guys dropping their hands and just using the reaction of feet to get out of the way of shots, draw their opponent on, and then go to work themselves.
again, down to fantastic work of Damien Jones. He's an excellent coach, and you can see, if you look at each of their fights, Adam Ridge, Kyle Lamotte and Andrew Fleming, they're improving every fight and they're looking sharp, they're boxing clever, and it's great to see. All young lads as well with plenty of room to improve.
He's just stalking now. Ridge has had that success in the second round. He consolidated in the previous round, so he's just looking to try and land the shots that he can to try and maybe make Mark Latham have to make a decision. John Latham, make a decision.
He's transitioned well from the amateurs as well, hasn't he, Ridge?
Yeah, he's transitioned almost seamlessly. He looks as strong as he did in the amateurs, and it's great to see, and it's obviously credit to him as well. I know Damien Jones questioned his commitment at first. Can he be a professional? Can he devote that time? But Jones said he surprised him, and obviously he's getting better and better, and he deserves applaudits that he's been receiving from his coach.
And some fighters benefit from that tough love from a coach. Some fighters need to be half an arm around them, but some fighters just need to be told straight what they need to do and then go out and implement it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Ridge had a point to prove, and he's more than done that. And I think Damien Jones is obviously going to be delighted, and we'll obviously look forward to the future now, what Ridge can potentially achieve.
And if Ridge was annoyed at his trainer for giving him that advice, he's fighting a guy called Dean Jones, so he can just pretend he's giving his trainer a few back in return.
Yeah, very close to Damien Jones. I'm sure that'll come across in his mind later.
A couple of body shots landed there, didn't it, Terry?
Yeah, I was about to say that, Luke. A couple of nice shots to the body there from Jones, so it shows that he's still got some ambition in the fight. He's not just consigned to defeat. He landed a couple of left hooks to the body, and it'd be nice to see if he can maybe switch that up to the head as well to ask a couple of questions of Ridge.
It's been the story of the night really so far, hasn't it? The opponents have been good for the fights they've been in with. You know, every fight has been tested tonight in some way or another.
Yeah, one of the criticisms of the past for shows like this was that the opponents just came to cover up, and the fighters were just tapping them on the gloves and just moving around them. Obviously, Steve, on a show like this, you can't work miracles, but John Peggy's an excellent matchmaker who's got an eye for the fighter, and he's obviously tried to find fights and fighters who can test the fighters incrementally as they go along.
It's been an absolutely sensational night of boxing. I think most boxers on shows like this go in survival mode, but everyone's brought their A game, and it's been great to see.
And the best thing about that is you get to see just how good these prospects are, because they're all being tested. There's no one that's cruised tonight through. Lyndon Arthur, got that first round stoppage, but apart from that, everyone's had to work to get the win tonight, and that's just what you want from these shows.
And as well, the crucial thing as well, everyone's getting rounds under the belts, and that'll do them great in the long run, and that's what they use their fights to be designed for.
Going to the last round here, and barring anything dramatic, I think Adam Ridge is going to maintain that unbeaten record.
Yeah, it should be 4 rounds to 0, like you say, unless anything dramatic happens. There's been a couple of cards tonight where the referee has given the opponent a round or the sheriff a round, so it might be a morale booster for Jones if he can come out and nick something from this round. A spot of blood on the shorts of Jones there. I'm not sure if that maybe leaked a little bit from his nose between rounds. That's going to be a dry cleaning bill, I'm afraid.
That's the problem with those shorts, isn't it? You can't just whack them in the washing machine.
Yeah, it's not like Floyd Mayweather, who can wear Lefford first shorts and barely get a punch and save them for the next fight. And you won't want to be having those bad boys hanging out on the line as well. The neighbours will think you've got a bit of a kinky personal life going on. But again, good stuff from Ridge. He's come out strong in this round, and he's also looking to add the right uppercut to his arsenal as well. A nice reverse 1-2 there, right hand to the head, followed by a straight left. Type of combination Lennox Lewis used to knock out Lionel Butler back in the day.
Yeah, and it's what Mark Leach used earlier on tonight as well.
Yeah.
That time from a southpaw stance. Ridge throwing it from the orthodox stance. It just catches your opponent by surprise, doesn't it? They're expecting that jab to keep pulling away at them.
Yeah, and like you say, they get their angles a little bit mixed up, and you can land both shots when you do that. Ridge dropped his hands there a little bit, got a bit complacent, flicking the shot out and took a jab, so that's something for him to learn and look back on. and quickly got his game face back on. Led with a couple of right hands there and got some partial contact, so it's been a good performance from Ridge. He's tried doing lots of different things and they've mostly worked out for him.
Nice double cut on the inside from Ridge. Just a bit of blood coming from the nose of Jones now. It's always a sign that the jab's working. That you see a little bit of blood from the nose. And been pouring away at it all night, Ridge. Having some success doing it as well.
Jones is bringing his fight towards Ridge now, and Ridge is hopefully just going to hold out now and call his 5th professional victory.
Yeah, and we're moving to the last 30 seconds of this one. It's not been all Ridge's way, you know, he's taken a few shots and he's had to be clever and tuck up like there on the ropes, but he's looked good throughout, hasn't he?
He's been sensational. I've said it time and time again during this fight, but he'll be delighted with performance, and I'm sure his friends and family will be going back to Lee with all smiles on their faces.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they're making some noise, just urging him onto that final bell, and it's moments away now. He's tucking up on the ropes.
Yeah, working on his defence a little bit towards the end there, Ridge.
And there's the final bell. Should be 5-0 for Ridge, and what a great achievement for everyone at Astley VIP.
Yeah, I'll be very surprised if we don't see a 40-36.
Yeah, dominant display there by Ridge, as you said. Should be 40-36. I didn't really see any scope for him even giving up a share of any of those rounds.
Yeah, and we'll hand over to the MC Michael Pass to announce the official result as referee John Latham brings both fighters into the middle of the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing action, star referee John Latham for this, the final contest, has scored the 39 points to 37 points for your winner. Hailing from Lee, now undefeated in 5 professional contests, Adam Ridge. And a fine effort from a young man who's come quite far from Telford, Shropshire's Dean Jones, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of everybody concerned with tonight's promotion here at VIP Promotions via VIPBoxing.tv, thank you for your patronage here in the hall or indeed at home. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time. We're back at the world-famous Liverpool Olympia. Thank you and good night.